guys? It's your boy JP, and we are back with another video reaction video today. Today it's this girl on TikTok. Her name is Burlington Black Factory. That's her name. Shout out to Burlington Black Factory. Go check her out. You know what I'm saying? Seems like a nice girl, but we gotta check out this topic today. I broke up with my boyfriend of 5 years, so we'll react to this. We'll see what's going on with it.
Breaking up with someone who hasn't necessarily done anything wrong to you is literally the
Whoa. That's a crazy way to start the video. He didn't do anything wrong to you. We're gonna watch this fully through.
In the world, because I just broke up with my boyfriend of 5 years because I just feel
5
like
years?
we're not on the same page anymore. And honestly, like, I would never make a video like this, but I genuinely feel like this is such a finalized decision. And I did this like maybe like almost 2 weeks ago now, but like I just know that this is such a final decision and I'm never gonna go back, that I feel like I am safe enough to talk about it. So we've been dating for 5 years, and honestly I have nothing but good things to say about him. But obviously we had our trials and tribulations throughout the relationship because, again, we were together for 5 years. But during the 5 years that we were together, when we first started dating, we both started in the same place. So it naturally, like, I don't know, like, we were having fun. It was a lot of fun, but like within 5 years,
Oh no, wait. She said we started in the same place, meaning regarding. Oh my God. Goddamn, I'm in Canada. Regarding maybe same financial, maybe like, you know, high school, like same place, like they're on the same level. That's what she means, same place, same level.
Through so much, and I don't want to say he didn't grow at all, but he just hasn't really progressed as far as I have in the 5 years that I have. And it's not because he's not capable of doing and moving fast, but it's because he doesn't apply himself to the fullest. And I just feel like, coming from an immigrant background, I just feel like I would be doing my parents such a disservice to really commit my life to someone who does not apply themselves 110%. And honestly, I sat on this decision for so long. I'm like going back and forth between, do I stay with him? Do I not? You know, like, he's still such a kind person, and like I can see that potential, but it comes to a point that, like, when is potential not gonna be enough? How long can you rely on potential? Because eventually potential is not going to be enough. And also, I had to remind myself that someone being kind to me and being nice to me and, you know, treating me like a decent human being is the bare minimum. Like, you should be a nice human being to your partner, duh. But like, again, like, I'm almost 30. I want more from life. Like, I want to do more. I want to start a family. Like, I want to have conversations that are not, hey, when are you gonna take your life a little bit more seriously? So it's like, it's just hard. And like, we've had these conversations so many times throughout the relationship, so it's not like just one day I woke up and decided to walk out. No, like, I honestly tried to be as patient as possible. I have given it every single breath that I could before.
A little bit more context. So they met at 24 years old. So she's almost 30. So they met at 24, late 20, like early 25. So basically at 24, they just turned 25, and now they're about to be 30. So she grew as in her career, money, whatever it is. Obviously, she's on TikTok. We're gonna go check out her TikTok page after this. If she's famous on TikTok, then you already know what time it is, boys. But she grew. I get it. I kind of. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me check this out. But shout out Anthony. But I do understand. Like, I really do understand, like, what she's coming from. Like, I'm 29. Like, you know what I'm saying, you can't really be with a guy who's not really like excelling. So I get it, but we'll dive into it more.
Or it got to a point where I just really became unhappy. Like, just picturing the future didn't feel very promising. Like, yeah, you're saying you can do XYZ, and then every time you do XYZ, you're doing it for 2 to 3 weeks, but there's no actual progress that, like, it's like you're only showing out for me. It's like performative almost in a sense. So, I don't know. Like, the hardest part was just like knowing that he didn't necessarily do anything wrong to me. He just doesn't have the same drive and ambition that I do. And I just had to come to the realization that, like, we grew up completely two separate ways. Like, you know, he was comfortable and, like, good for him. He didn't have to work and whatnot. Versus me, like, my parents could be, like, it was 5 of us, five kids. Like, I had to get it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So for me, I feel like I need to be with someone who also has that same mindset of, like, I have to get it. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I think, yeah, that's why I just made the decision that, like, even though it's been 5 years and I spent so much time, I would rather not spend any more time and be okay with the time that I spent. And honestly, I don't regret not a minute, an hour, a second, a day that I spent with him, because every single day I learned something that I know I'm going to be able to apply in the future. But just having to choose myself was the most important thing. Like, I'm not going into my 30s choosing other people. I'm not going to sit here and be in a situation where I know I'm not happy just because I'm almost also trying to keep that other person's feelings in mind. Like, always having that thought of, like, oh my God, what if he doesn't, you know, how is he going to handle it? What if he's distraught and whatnot? But then just remember that other people's feelings are not yours to manage. The only ones you have to manage are your own. And once I realized that, I was like, okay, I have to manage my own happiness. And if I know I'm not happy in this situation, then I have to leave. And that's what I did. So, hey, why did no one tell me that breaking up?
Well, now that I watch this video in its totality, I do get it from her perspective. Let's start off with her. I get it from her perspective. You know, I'm not gonna assume he was broke. I'm gonna assume that the fact that she said 2 to 3 weeks he started doing it, that means that he could do it. Well, he's just not doing it because he doesn't need. There's no need, right? I'm completely honest. I'm looking at some of the comments and. Some of the girls here are like, you know what I'm saying, I get it, but at the end of the day, I'm saying is that the money actually was, it wasn't there consistently. It was comfortable, but it wasn't to the lifestyle she wanted. But I'm after low-key, I'm after actually go on her page. Is she famous on TikTok? She's not even famous on TikTok. Like, I thought you were famous. Like, I thought you were famous at least. But it is what it is. Burlington Black Factory. Shout out to her. Go follow her on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We'll give her post a like. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go like this post right here. But I'm saying is, yeah, he did have the potential. It's been 5 years. You've been waiting on the potential. Right, but what I'm saying is the reason why you're not married is because, let's say, God forbid, this is why most men don't want to get married too. Because God forbid something happened, he's in the hospital and he can't do anything else. So she's gonna leave because that's not there. She's looking for resources. She's looking for resources. I get it. You want to start a family, you know, that you need resources as a man, as myself. Like, you want to upgrade your life at all times, but it gets to a point where, like, when is enough? Because you dated for 5 years, you know, you're already locked in here. I know you keep having this conversation like, what is he gonna improve? I assume she has a degree or something, or she has some type of career business that's successful, and she's looking like, all right, this nigga's not on my level anymore, right? But if it was the other way around, the guy wouldn't leave you, right? But it's just biology, how it works. Or a couple of things, she got a boost. It looks like she got a boost to the income, or she found another guy, or she met a guy, spoke to a guy who is ambitious, and I can't even blame her fully for leaving, because it's true. She should actually go, because you're 29, you're already basically going to be cooked if you don't find someone within a year or two to start a family with. But at the same time, you know, you gotta look at it like the grass is always green on the other side. He said he was comfortable, he came from a decent family where he had money, and also too, he can do that too. Remember, he's probably guaranteed right now. I guarantee in the next year or two, he's gonna be on top, and he's gonna be like, just gonna play the video on me. Like, I could have done this anytime, but hey. It wasn't a bad idea for her to leave, but you should have definitely said, hey, 30 years old comes, I can't keep doing this. But I mean, you already locked in so many years, so you gotta look at it like, alright, you gotta weigh out the pros and the cons. You know, he was a good guy, treated that. I know she said that's bare minimum. Yeah, nice treatment is bare minimum, but people in this generation do not get treated nice. So that is not minimum. This is a rare factor for matter of women like to treat a partner nice for 5 years consistently. You know, so he has some good qualities that you could have overlooked the money aspect and really just lived a more simple life. It seems like you live in Boston. You know, Boston's a little bit expensive out there, but you know, you could have made it work. You're already making it work for so long. You should just kept it going. But at the end of the day, it just is what it is. And you know, I can't. But if I had a daughter, I'd probably tell her, hey, you know, so you gotta find a guy who, you know, so you gotta look for a guy who could sustain you and all that stuff, right? And be there for you and teach you and help you grow. So it's like, you know, I'm just looking through her page right now. Let's see what's going on in the page. Alright, so where's the video at? Look at the page. Smart. It is true, a man doesn't need that motivation. Like I get it. It is true. Like, she's not all the way wrong, but like, you know, she could have held off a little bit longer. But I get it. There's always a time clock with these women, so you gotta always be improving. You gotta look for the next step. But it is what it is. I can't blame her. I can't blame her really. But at the same time, you know, hey man, when you're married to that guy that you want to be married to, Mrs. Burlington Black Factory, when you marry that guy, God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to that guy and he cannot do the same things he's doing financially for you, you're gonna be looking for the next exit out. So if for me it gives opportunist vibes, like, alright, like the fact that he did it for 2-3 weeks, that means that he could step up his game anytime, and he didn't fully see you as a wife, but also too, you're in your right. It's kind of, you guys are both right, but it's a guessing game. But hey, 5 years is crazy though, man. 5 years is crazy. It's like, goddamn, he committed to you too. But Miss Burlington Black Factory, hey, that's what you want to do. But have a nice day. Anyways, it's your boy JP Anderson, the reaction to the video. I'm out, y'all.